My name is Anna. I am 31 years old and I work in a large corporate office in the city. 3 months ago, the man people called my work husband, Ethan, moved into the apartment next to mine. Many people at work thought it was cute and funny. I did too at first. I have been married to my real husband, Tom, for 5 years. Tom is kind, responsible, and hardworking. Because of his job, he travels a lot. Sometimes he is away for 2 weeks, and I stay in our apartment alone. When that happens, I feel lonely. I miss talking to someone, having company, or even doing small daily things together. That was why Ethan became an important person in my work life. He started working at our company 2 years ago, and we quickly became close friends. We were on the same team, so we spent a lot of time together. We ate lunch every day, joked around, talked about work problems, and sometimes texted after office hours. Nothing ever felt strange back then. It just felt like a nice friendship that made long work days easier. Ethan also had a girlfriend named Sophie. I never met her, but he mentioned her sometimes. She traveled, visited family, or stayed busy with her own job. I believed him without asking too many questions. It was his private life, not mine. When Ethan moved into my building, I thought it was just a happy coincidence. Tom was traveling at that time, so Ethan helped me carry groceries a few times. He was polite, helpful, and friendly. He also told me that if I ever needed anything, he was right next door. Again, nothing felt wrong during the first week. Everything felt normal, calm, and simple. But then I noticed a small detail. The girlfriend never seemed to be there. I never heard another voice in his home. No footsteps, no movement, nothing. I asked about it once, and Ethan said she was staying longer with her parents to help her sick mother. I thought that sounded sweet and caring. The real change started 2 weeks ago. Tom was on another long trip, and I was alone when I woke up after midnight. I heard a woman screaming quietly through the wall. The sound wasn't sharp, but it felt desperate, scared, and real. I told myself it must be a movie or maybe a bad dream I mixed up with real sounds. I tried to believe the normal explanation. Then it happened again. Same time, same voice, same fear. This time I almost called the police, but I was unsure. I didn't want to make a mistake, so I waited, watched his door in the mornings, and paid more attention at work. But Ethan always looked relaxed, joking, and totally normal. His calmness slowly made me more nervous instead of less. The third night was the worst. The screaming lasted longer, and then I heard a loud bang, like something falling or breaking. A few minutes later, there was crying, weak and painful. I finally called the police because the fear was too heavy to carry alone. I told them I thought something bad was happening next door. Officers visited Ethan's apartment, but they didn't find anything strange. Ethan was alone, smiling, calm, and polite. After they left, I had a horrible feeling that he already knew it was me who called. The worry stayed in my stomach like a stone. The next morning, I started searching online. That was when I learned The truth. The girlfriend was a real person. Sophie Chen was 29 years old. She had been reported missing 3 months earlier, right after leaving Ethan's apartment. The police found no evidence, no clues, nothing. Her case was cold, quiet, and unanswered. That night I stayed awake. When midnight came again, the screaming returned. But this time it sounded different. The same words again and again, like a recording, not a real moment. Then I heard Ethan standing in the hall. He came very close to my door. He tried the door handle slowly. I said nothing. I didn't breathe. I didn't move. His whisper was low, soft, and clear enough for me to hear through the door. He told me he knew I had found the truth, and he warned me that this created a problem. At 6 a.m., I packed only the basics and left the building fast. I took a hotel room and called the police again with everything I knew now. The recordings, the threat, the missing girlfriend. But when the police returned to his apartment, it was empty. No furniture, no devices, no sound, no proof, just empty walls and silence. Ethan vanished from work. His phone turned off forever. His social media disappeared. The police are still searching, still checking, but nothing has been found. Tom came home as soon as he could. We moved to a different place in a different city. We chose a new building, new streets, and new routines. We talk more now. We make more time for each other. But the fear didn't leave the same way Ethan did. Sometimes I still hear the screaming in my dreams at midnight, and sometimes I think if I had stayed even one more night, I would have been the next person to disappear.